Hi, 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 hi. Yeah, I have a letter that is taken from my book Womanhood, which is a letter to my teenage daughter. I wrote a letter to my teenage daughter. The letter goes as follows. Dear child, I'm not a mother to a daughter, but a mother to a son. Even though I'm a mother to a son, I am passionate about issues that affect you, issues that hurt and destroy your emotional being and your brighter future. I am your mother because I look after you from afar. It is my desire to protect you, to answer your questions and try and stop you from entertaining the things that will prevent you from getting the bright future that you were destined to have. You were so innocent and tiny to an extent that when you were born, your family had hopes that a flower has arrived in the family. They wanted to protect you from the world. As parents, we did the best we can to protect and hide you from the influences of a careless society. It was only yesterday that you were young and vibrant. I watched you from a distance. You grew up quickly, and soon it was difficult for me to connect with you because your peers soon became important to you. You taught each other that it is good to have sex. It is good not to be honest with your parents. It is good to drink liquor at your age, and you always find a way now to talk back to your parents. Soon, it was like it is us as parents against you, like we are at war. Because whenever we tried to discipline you, you went and told your friends how much we hated you. I watched your body changing. I watched your skin developing pimples. It was only yesterday that you were this little tiny flower. You soon thought it was all right to sleep with boys. From boys, you graduated to sleep with men older than you. They started to entice you with gifts, as if I did not buy you enough gifts, as if I did not show you and guide you as to how the world works. Soon we could not agree with you on anything because whenever I rebuked your behavior as a parent, you saw me as an enemy, even though you knew that I loved you. I was not your enemy, but I wanted to protect you badly. I wanted to stop you from making the mistakes that I made and the mistakes that your other older siblings made. For you, this was a waste of time because you were hasty to explore, to use your body, to travel the world unknown to you and yet dangerous. If I were to be asked to give you an advice, it was to first acquire education. Because an education is a gift from yourself to yourself. There is no one who can ever take that from you. There is no one who can ever look down on you when you are educated. Education gives a voice to the voiceless. Education gives power to the powerless. I worry about you because for you it seems as if education does not matter anymore. I wish I can influence you to change your mind. You grow up in a stressful environment. You grow up in a society that belittles women. The only way for you to claim your power is through education. There will be time for sex and for all the pleasures of this world. My advice is they are nicer when you are educated. Having your own house and your own car. You cannot depend on a man. You have to claim your independence. I write to you to challenge you to claim your worth because the world is regarding you as worthless already. This hurts me because during the time when you reach the real womanhood, your emotions, your body, and your intellectual ability would be exhausted because it will be destroyed by the actions of a careless society we live in. You have allowed those men to use your body and as they wish. All they had to do was to give you liquor. And then when you were drunk, you forgot everything. You gave your body to him, and sometimes without a condom. He used your tiny little body for his selfish desire and sometimes left you with some diseases. You kept that as a secret because you knew that as a parent, I have warned you. You have authority over your body. Never underestimate your worth. To you, my daughter, who was born with sickness in you, it doesn't matter what sickness it is. I know you sometimes wonder why life is so unfair to you. I know that in other instances your mother knew nothing about nevirapine when she was pregnant and could not get help to protect you from HIV and AIDS. I know that your mother knew nothing when she was pregnant with you and then she drank liquor and you developed alcohol syndrome. I knew that your mother knew nothing about disability when she was pregnant. She had to learn about disability when you were born disabled. I would like to assure you that you were born for a purpose. It doesn't matter what ailment you have. It doesn't matter what disability you carry. You were born with a purpose. I know that sometimes the sicknesses that you found in your body and your disabilities, the disabilities that you had to face, have robbed you of your childhood and your worth as you have to deal with all the challenges associated with it. Life is not always easy. Let me tell you something, God's princess. You were bought with a price. God loves you so much, and to Him you have a worth. You are you are the apple of God's eye. That is why when He describes you, He compares you to an expensive stone, the ruby. Now lift your head high and continue to live life to the fullest. Please do that. Our God is with you, and He will never leave nor forsake you. Never live on anyone's shadow. Continue to shine, and I know you can do this. Sometimes you think you're not beautiful enough. Beauty is not the only thing that defines you. Intelligence can also define you. Confidence can also define you. So lift your head high and face the world. Again, I would like to add this on you, my daughter, who is facing disability. You always wonder why you don't walk like the other teenagers. How it would feel to be able to play with them. You are always told that you cannot go to certain places because of the limits of your body. You sometimes wonder why you cannot go to the parties, and your parents tell you that you cannot attend them. You always wonder how it would feel to jump, run, and play like any other normal children. Let me tell you something. You are God's special child. Hang in there. To God, you are His number one princess. He loves you unconditionally. I know that you have been robbed by men who wanted to know how it feels to have sex with a young disabled girl. They robbed you of your innocence. They took your virginity, your honor, and they threatened you when they told you that you should keep that as a secret. For you, this created confusion. You did not differentiate between real love and manipulative love. Secretly, he came to you when you were alone and playing, since your movement were restricted. He used your tiny little body until you got used of being with a man. You thought it is good to follow men and started to be a victim of the other one who also misread your advances without getting to know you and your challenges and how they came to exist in your body. I'm a mother too, and I'm pleading with you to never feel sorry for yourself. Never allow yourself to think you are a victim. This world will not feel sorry for you. Arise and shine, little girl. Arise and shine, little angel. All that has happened is in the past. And we cannot change the fact that it has happened, but we can learn to cope and learn to live with it. We cannot answer the question that says why you, and some other questions that you have. All we can say is be strong. Do not be a victim, be a victor. Your body might be disabled, but there was nobody who had permission to make it a crime scene. Arise, little princess, arise. There is a powerful woman within you who can conquer anything. I love you. To my teenage daughter who is a victim of rape and abuse, I know the circumstances you grow up under. I know that you think the world is against you. I'm not sure as to who did this to your body. Maybe it was your stepfather, your biological father, your stepbrother, and your neighbor. You were young and you never understood what he was doing to you. His dirty hands touched and violated your tiny, innocent little body. I know that he said it was your fault. He threatened to kill your family if you told. He told you that you agreed and nobody would believe you. I know that he targeted you when you were vulnerable. I know it because I'm an adult, and I assure you that I believe you, not him. Maybe you were hungry and needed food. Maybe you did not have money for lunch, and maybe he went to town and brought you a gift that you could not resist. He is the older one, and he knows the consequences of his actions. You were a child here, and you did not know what he was doing and the consequences of his actions to your body. I know that um I know that some experiences might be worse in your mind. I know that he might have left you with sicknesses. I know that he might have wanted to explore. He might have been told by the witch doctors that sleeping with a virgin will heal his HIV and AIDS. Therefore, he deliberately infected you. I know, daughter, hang in there. The doctor might say that because of what he did to you, you might not be able to have children because he has damaged your womb. I believe you. Even if he said nobody would believe you, I assure you that I believe you. And the whole world believes you. We know about the abusers and their techniques of trying to manipulate your young mind. Tell someone, tell a friend, tell a teacher, tell your aunt, write a letter without your name, but tell it, talk about it, tell your story. This is your story. You are in safe hands. Trace me and talk to me. Leave a unanimous letter at the social worker's door with clues of where to find you. Social workers are adults and are employed to protect you, and they know how to deal with children who have been violated like you. Sorry. Let me tell you something. God knows your name and he will be with you. He is watching over you and he will be a provider during tough times. I know that you were hurt so bad that you think that pain, hurt, and the violation will not go away. In time you will heal. In time God will help you put your hurt in the past. Be strong, be determined, and know that you can achieve anything when you put your mind to it. I love you so much. I'm sending you hugs. You are beautiful, you are smart, and you are loved. From Sis Nosi. God bless you. Hugs.